Hello, 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 everyone. Thanks for joining me today, November 20th, Wednesday. Beautiful day out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Just want to stop by, for some encouraging words today. My lesson this morning was, about, controlling our emotions. And I know me, myself, I've had a lot of time to deal with this one. There were some jobs, that I had that I can think back now and realize that I could have handled the situation a lot better. Particularly a job that I had back at Tyson Foods when I was working in Omaha, Nebraska. There was a couple times, I let my supervisor get under my skin, and I had, words to say, that I shouldn't have said. And I'm an emotional person. And I had to learn to, bring it on down. And I know a lot of you are going through the same things or something similar. We let our emotions get the best of our situation. And sometimes we just need to just back up a little bit, and evaluate the situation where we are, and go from there, And sometimes we need to ask ourselves, is it really worth, getting upset about? And 9 times out of 10, it's not. I know that plenty of times, it was me that had the attitude, maybe it was something I was dealing with at home. Maybe it was something that I was dealing with, in my own personal life, and I allowed it to come out, and showcase itself in a moment at work at my job. But sometimes we have to have a soft answer. A soft answer pushes away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. So it depends on how you approach the situation, but we need to have a soft approach, a soft answer. So somebody come to you that, that deserves, that maybe deserves a stiff response, change it up. So you know what? I don't really have time for this, and just walk away. As long as hopefully they don't put their hands on you. But no, seriously. Tap into a more mature you. A you that's growing, a you that's want to change. How you approach different situations. Respond in an intelligent way. You're smart. You're a smart girl. You're a smart guy. We don't always have to respond with these. We can give a soft answer. Because that's where we want to go. That's who we want to be. We want to make those type of changes in our lives. Control your emotions. That's me. Like I said, I'm an emotional guy. And I'm passionate about certain things. And if I feel like for instance, I can't stand when people tell me, "Oh, you have the potential." Potential is something that it doesn't really give me anything. I know what I'm capable of. I know the value that I can bring to this job. I know the value that I can bring to this department. By you telling me I have potential, it's telling me that I'm never going to get there, that I don't have really what it takes. And I know what I can bring. So that's me being an emotional person. But I could look at it as, maybe if you learn this or study more over here, or maybe, take your time when you're doing this, you will be where you need to be. And you don't always, think about those type of things until after the fact. But while you're there, you have to acknowledge the maturity level that you're on. You know, if you're mature enough to handle the situation, you're mature enough to give a soft answer or an answer that's not going to get you fired. Also, personal growth will allow you to move different. So, you know, if you're developing yourself, bettering yourself, growing in your faith, you know, reading the word, you know, reading different encouraging books. You know, there's so many books out there that gives you encouragement. If you're in the process of doing that, you're bettering yourself. You know, personal growth will allow you to move different. So that's a good thing to take from this. You know, we have personal growth. We can respond different. Our actions will be different. You know, we don't always have to, you know, come hard at a situation. We don't always have to do that, because you know what? It's just drained energy that we need to do other things with. Sometimes a response is not even warranted. You know, sometimes you just walk away. You know, there's plenty of times I wish I would have told myself this, you know, that especially at my last job, where before I walked away from it, I did walk away. But before that, I could have just said, you know what, maybe this is a teaching moment for me. You know, maybe I just need to learn how to take criticism more, or accept the fact that I don't know everything. I don't have all the answers. And it's okay. It's okay if somebody else does. Be back. Hello. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to change locations because the sprinkler system was about to come on, so I was about to get wet, and I was like, you know what? I'm not trying to get wet today. But sorry about the lighting. It's kind of dark. I'm sorry about that. I don't know why it's so dark over here. But hopefully you all can hear me and understand what I'm saying here today. But yeah, the last thing I wanted to talk about, you know, after the personal growth, allowing you to move differently, family bonds. Family bonds are there for a reason, you know, strong family bonds. You know, because where's the strength if we're divided? You know, if you're divided, you know, how can you have a strong family bond? You know, and that goes to everybody out there that's going through something with their siblings, their mom, their dad, their cousins. You know, strong family bonds, you know, are needed, because, I mean, it strengthens any situation. You know, you don't always have to talk to everybody, but at the same time, you know, the most important people in your life, you know, you need to have a strong bond with them. You know, instead of, you know, always into it with them, or always going at it with this person, you know, try to strengthen your bond. And it's easy, you know, pick up the phone, start a conversation with "I'm sorry," or "Can we get past this?" You know, you want that bond to be strong, because doing this by yourself in this world today, good luck. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be very hard. You're going to need people in your corner. And that will grow, you know, your relationship with that person, you know, who you're having issues with. You love them, and it might be a person that you need and that you can depend on. You know, but you just had a falling out with them. You know, it's okay. Bury the hatchet. You know, pick up from where you left off. And let's you know, let's tackle the thing. You know, family bond is important, because doing it by yourself, good luck. Another thing I wanted to talk about too on this video as well is I've seen a lot of people going through a lot of stuff, man, like a lot. Not just, people that's, that have dealt with loved ones passing on, but um, just bad things happening to people. And I've always been a stickler of be careful the way you treat people. And I'm not saying that it's always the case, but I really have a good inclination that how you treat people is how your life is going to develop. So control how you treat people, and seeing different things, hearing different things, that I've recently helped, and these people are people that I love, and I hate to see them struggling and going through different things, but they get to a point where saying they just go ghost. They just don't talk to people. They just cut them out until they need something. All of a sudden you're hearing from them, hey, you got such and such that I can borrow? It's like, what? I haven't talked to you in God knows when. And last time I heard, you didn't like me. Or last time I heard, you didn't want to mess with the family. But now, you're in a position where you need people. Stop doing that. Stop treating people badly. We have to be mature about certain things. We have to be mature. We have to think about things that we're going to put out there in the atmosphere, because it's going to come back around to you regardless. It's going to come back around, and you're not going to like how it's going to come back around. Every situation that I've been in, I remember being incarcerated. I remember this guy, I really didn't like him. Just plain and simple, I didn't like him. I didn't like how he treated people. I didn't like how he was just such a bully. And I walked into the cell like, you can try me if you want to. I might come in here looking like whatever, weak or whatever, but I'm gonna show you that I'm not. But he, at the end of the day, about 6 months later, he wanted to ask me a question, and he came to me and he was like, you know what? I want to see if you can do me a favor. And I was like, oh man, what's going on with this guy? He was like, I need you to pray with me. And I was like, wow, this is a surprise. Because this guy was so used to, I was seeing him bullying people and making fun of people and talking about people and just starting fights and just doing all kind of stuff. Needs prayer now. And me being myself, I had to swallow that anger. I had to take on that softer approach because this man needed me. You know what I'm saying? He needed me. And that was a part of my personal growth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I prayed with him because he needed it. He wanted it. He was leaving. He was hoping to get out and go to his family. He has kids, and he was just wanting some prayer, to go along with him. And I gave him that. And I hope God is still blessing him right now to this day. But that's a part of your personal growth. And also on his behalf, how you treat people. Because I could have been like, man, the way you just did old boy the other day, I don't see how nobody talk to you right now. But you can't be like that to people. Sometimes you got to come in soft and not hard all the time. You got to come in soft and encourage people. Lift each other up. Because you never know what they're going through. Don't give up on people. Love on each other. I'm praying for you guys. Continue to pray for me. Thank you all for subscribing and liking my page and sharing and talking about my topics. I appreciate the discussion. Continue to lift each other up. All right, till next time. Love you guys. Peace.